Where would you go to feel completely relaxed? Now, what would you wear? Wrangler, real comfortable jeans. Wrangler jeans are soft and comfortable. And they get more soft and comfortable every time you wash them. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
Hey, college student!
That means you.
And you?
And you too.
Right now, use your college ID.
And get 15% off all kinds of good stuff.
That's 15% off at Pier 1.
Only with a valid college ID.
What are you gonna get?
What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get at Pier 1 now?
At Burger King, we're always trying to make have it your way better.
Honey, you making breakfast?
No.
Morning.
Here's a better idea. A fresh baked biscuit sandwich or heart of the bun Centi-Minis, now just 99 cents each.
Should have got the Doberman.
When you have it your way, it just tastes better.
Christopher Jenkins is a wanted man. In fact, last year he was named one of Cosmo's 50 most eligible bachelors. So how did he handle being a sudden sex symbol? Well, he went on tour. Our Suzanne Rico has the story of one man looking for love.
It was an odd moment for a shy film grad student from Wyoming. That's Christopher Jenkins on the left, giving the glamorous Carmen Electra a lift. It was the summer of 1998. 29-year-old Christopher had just been named one of Cosmopolitan magazine's 50 most eligible bachelors.
This is the first time something like this has happened to me, so I find it pretty bizarre still.
Bizarre because when the magazine hit newsstands last July, the letters poured in. Thousands of adoring women with one common goal: to meet the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, athletic babe from Wyoming. Though flattered, Christopher found it mostly, well, weird.
Who would take the time to write to someone they've never met, and why?
That question became the premise for this movie. In a borrowed blue Cadillac, Christopher and his best friend Todd hit the road.
I basically jumped in a car with a friend, drove across the country, and dropped in on women who had written to me.
From San Francisco to New Orleans, they cruised the countryside looking for love. Christopher captured his quest in a short film with an appropriate title.
I made a film that I titled Ego Trip, just because I think this whole thing is kind of an ego trip.
The women might concur. All agreed to be filmed, but none knew their cross-country Casanova would show up with his camera rolling.
Take that thing everywhere you go.
Cheers! No, we don't.
For 2 full months, this road-weary Romeo searched for the perfect Juliet.
Adventurous, sincere, curious, fun, and beauty.
In Los Angeles, he hooked up with Hillary.
This can be pretty fun.
The film producer caught his fancy by sending a photo of a waterfall.
While you're going through all the other notes and letters and cards and pictures and stuff, to just come across a waterfall and have some kind of break for a minute and have some kind of peace for a second.
In California, he rendezvoused with Rana. They shared her hookah pipe filled with apple-spiced Egyptian tobacco. In Nashville,
We're coming to see Alicia?
there was Alicia. Christopher thought his camera would surprise her, but for once, he was the one being ambushed. Alicia brought her father along to chaperone their drive-by date.
And one of the first things he told me was that he had a gun.
Christopher survived the encounter, and he and Alicia parted just friends. So, 2 months and thousands of miles later, did Romeo find Ms. Right?
I found a lot of pretty close to Mrs. Right.
Oh well, they say the road's no good for love anyway. Now Christopher's turning to a different dating service. He's leaving it up to fate.
Oh, he is so cute. Well, maybe Christopher will have better luck on Easter Island. He's headed there next to shoot a documentary.
Okay, that was a cheater meter.
This young sleuth made hometown headlines when she discovered that parking meters were ripping people off.
They thought I was crazy.
So she took her crusade to the state capitol. Now see how it's the city making change.
I feel really proud and excited.
It's a gritty new film filled with violence, and it's being shown to kids in school.
And for what? So you can claim some streets?
Still ahead, the shocking gang movie that may save your kid's life.
it's almost over. The Rooms to Go Credit 2001 finance offer. Remember, no other furniture store offers you this much quality and fashion at so low a price with no money down, no payments, no interest, no accruals when you pay by January 2001. But now it's the last weekend. At 9 p.m. Monday, Labor Day, Rooms to Go Credit 2001 will end. So hurry to Rooms to Go. Get beautiful furniture, save big, take 16 months to pay with no accruals. Shop now through 9 p.m. Labor Day.
Right now at participating Wendy's, pick up your buy one, get one free coupons and save big this Labor Day weekend at Paramount's Carowinds, home of Top Gun the Jet Coaster. Carowinds is open all weekend, including Labor Day Monday.
A teen beauty queen forced to give up her crown for threatening a rival.
People look at me on this, like in the mall or something, and hey, she's a serial killer.
The beauty, the cheerleader, and a cat fight the size of Texas. Degrading temper tantrums. Parents slugging it out at their kids' sporting events. Now, parents losing it on the sidelines, and what's being done to stop them. She grew up four-eyed and frumpy, but Tully Jensen transformed herself into a commercial model and Vogue cover girl. So why is this stunning model leaving behind her glamorous big money life for this?
New York City.
Are you nuts?
Plus, purple water and rose petals. Take the ultimate bath and wash away your bad moods. Welcome back to the weekend edition of Extra. Once again, here's Dana Devon.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for being with us. Hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend. Well, here's a story of a little lady in some big trouble down in Texas. This beauty queen made some ugly threats during a run-in with a rival. Jody Baskerville reports on a new cheerleading scandal, putting a lot of people on edge in the Lone Star State.
People look at me on this, like in the mall or something, and hey, she's a serial killer.
Ronnie Lowe is only 16 years old, and she already has a bad reputation. She's a beauty pageant queen, Miss Lubbock Teen USA. But now she's stuck in a Texas-sized scandal, all because of a few choice words she left on a classmate's answering machine.
I said that I was going to beat her up, and everybody was going to know who did it because everybody knows who hates her.
The object of Ronnie's wrath? One of these girls on the cheerleading squad at Friendship High School. A young lady who nudged Ronnie out for a place on the pom-pom squad.
Then she's just been saying a bunch of stuff, saying I was jealous of her and I was nothing and all I had was beauty.
The parents of Ronnie's rival didn't like the violent threats. Earlier this month, they went to school officials demanding Ronnie be punished. Lowe was suspended, but that's not all.
Winner is Ronnie Lowe, Miss Lubbock Teen USA 1999.
Her precious crown, her sash, her title, all gone. Ronnie lost the right to be Miss Lubbock Teen USA.
It's not fair. It wasn't a fair punishment.
But pageant officials tell Extra it is fair. Ronnie signed a contract promising to uphold moral standards and be a role model.
You will continue to maintain your good grooming, your manners, and...
Now pageant runner-up Monica Vasquez is signing that same contract, and now she's wearing Ronnie's crown.
The circumstances, they may not be very positive, but in the long run, I find that I can make it positive.
This scandal brings back memories of Wanda Webb Holloway. In 1991, this Texas housewife was convicted of soliciting a hitman to kill the mother of her daughter's cheerleading rival. So how do Ronnie's classmates feel about her case?
She earned that crown, so they shouldn't have took it away from her.
I think she was like just cool with everybody.
Ronnie was ordered to attend a school for troubled students, but she refuses to go. She's trusting her education to a higher power.
It's hurting my name, but I'm sure something good will happen out of all this. Something good happens out of the bad, and I guess God will help me through all this.
A school spokesperson said Lowe's comments violated its zero-tolerance policy on threats. Meanwhile, new queen Monica Vasquez will also inherit a $500 scholarship and the right to compete for the title of Miss Texas Teen USA. Now here's an extra update.
Okay, that was a cheater meter.
We told you about Ellie Lammer, a 13-year-old turned consumer crusader. It all started last year with a fast-ticking bandit in the streets of Berkeley, California.
My mom and I were going to the beauty shop, and we put an hour's worth of money in the parking meter, and we came out in a half an hour, and we had a ticket.
Written up, more like ripped off. Outraged, Ellie decided to turn the tables and measure the meters. With a pocket full of nickels and a trusty stopwatch, she tested 50 timers. The result?
95% of the meters were wrong.
Yes, only 3 of the 50 meters kept accurate time. Ellie's mom beat her ticket. But that wasn't enough for this pint-sized parking protector. At the Sacramento State House, Ellie lobbied legislators to curb meter malfunctions.
I tested 50 parking meters all over Berkeley.
Well, someone must have been listening to this teen toll timer. Ellie's hometown of Berkeley is replacing 3,600 parking meters, almost every one in the city. The new stainless steel units are the latest in meter technology, complete with computer chips for accuracy. They're the first of their kind in the U.S. City officials say Ellie's sharp eye and stopwatch helped make it happen. Her passion really did pay off.
It's just amazing what's happened.
And that's an extra update. In this high-tech world, one thing computers can't solve is stress. But now there's a new cure for your bad mood. Maybe your bath water's the wrong color. And as Jamie Colby reports, it's not Calgon that's ready to take you away.
Barbara Mueller is an executive recruiter, a stress-filled job with no time to breathe.
There's a lot of pressure from trying to please people and get work done.
To relieve that stress, Barbara could jog or practice yoga or see a shrink. But instead, this stressed-out exec goes for chromotherapy, a brand new age treatment for the high-strung, involving, get this, baths in colored water.
I do feel really relaxed. Also, go back and conquer the world.
And the promise of results like that is drawing people to spas like Away Spa in New York City, one of a few in the country that offer the treatment.
You're going to see a balanced, better, brighter you.
Spa director Tristina Ponzini says colored water works, whether it's to beat stress or wash your troubles away.
And we had one woman who had a rough weekend. I guess her and her boyfriend had broken up, and she came in, and we gave her a pink bath. We just wanted to get rid of her sadness.
Come on. Are chroma baths a therapy of a different color or just a gimmick? Color expert Cynthia Cornell says it's no secret to science that color does affect mood.
It's the way the brain processes color. 20% of it goes to the pituitary gland. So what happens then, it affects the whole hormonal situation of the body.
Well, this called for some investigative reporting and a good excuse for me to go to the spa in the middle of the day.
Please sit down.
My color therapist, Kelly, first takes a snapshot of my aura.
Oh, how beautiful.
That blue haze around my head is supposed to show that I'm a calm type of gal. Well, I go with the flow and request a color bath that will keep me in a state of natural nirvana. Kelly puts me in a tub of violet-colored water, dappled with rose petals, and violet-colored shades on my eyes to keep me cool.
I love the rose petals. It's pretty relaxing.
At $75 a session, including aura photography, this liquid stress buster costs a lot more than a jog around the block. But the spa's director sees it differently.
It certainly is cheaper than therapy.
And if a soak in color can calm the nerves of this frazzled reporter, I just may never come out. Cancel my appointment. Excuse me.
Good for you, Jamie. Well, color therapy isn't just some modern invention. It was first practiced in ancient Egypt. It's a movie that's tough to watch, a gritty tale of gang warfare. The filmmaker even admits he wants to scare kids to death. But before you get angry, Argina Silva reveals why this movie may save your child's life.
It's graphic, violent, and powerful.
Which one of you vatos did this and took a little baby's life?
No Mothers Crying, No Babies Dying is an anti-gang docudrama that mixes real-life pain, as in this scene.
I said, can you tell me if he's all right? They said, no, he didn't make it.
With gang shooting reenactments and a sobering narration done by actor and former convict Danny Trejo.
Did she deserve to go through that pain? All that missing you, that suffering?
It's a film that is currently being screened at school campuses nationwide. A dose of reality for anyone thinking of joining a gang.
I felt like someone was actually able to interpret what goes on around here.
There's a new generation of students that are callous to this sort of thing, and I'm glad that there are films like this.
The film is the brainchild of independent film producer Rick Munoz, a man who knows all too well how gangs can destroy young lives. He's seen his own family members end up in prison for taking part in criminal activities. He almost died when he was only 7 years old, an innocent victim of gang violence.
In first grade, this kid came from another school. And I guess he wanted to make sure that everyone knew that now he was the guy in charge. And he stabbed me to show that this was now his school.
Nationwide, more than 2,000 people are killed every year in this urban warfare. What are the gangs fighting for? Territory. They graffiti their neighborhoods like this one to prove that they are in charge. Anyone who disputes that could end up dead. Now with this movie, Rick wants kids to see these images of violence rather than have them be part of it.
If there is one thing you want people to take from your movie, what is it?
To understand that they have choices in their lives and they have control over the choices that they make that affect their lives.
No Mothers Crying, No Babies Dying will be released on video next month.
It's outrageous. Irate parents turning their kids' ball games into brawls. Now, how adults are learning to keep their tempers under control at the playing field. You've seen Tully Jensen splashed across fashion's steamiest ads.
Nothing comes between me and my Calvin.
She was even married to heartthrob Antonio Sabato Jr., so why would a woman with that life give it up for a life in the rodeo ring?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, a mouthful of dirt.
I will take the mouthful of dirt right now and be so happy.
And here's this weekend's extra snapshot. Do you recognize this face? This actress joined the family business and married an Oscar-winning leading man. Can you expose this extra snapshot?
Change is taking place all over America. Big change. Because now you can call anyone across America for just 8 cents a minute on calls over 10 minutes. All day, every day. Just dial 1010-321, and you can talk as long as you want to the people you care about the most. You don't have to sign up. Just dial 1010-321, then 1 and the number. It's that simple. 8 cents a minute on calls over 10 minutes, day or night with 1010-321.
How dolphin trainer Jenny Russo eats a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Love Stinks has the critics saying hilarious.
You must have used my hair remover instead of your conditioner.
The best date movie of the year.
If I hate you more.
Love Stinks, a movie about a relationship that's worse than yours. Rated R. Starts September 10th.
When Sears has a Labor Day sale, it's entirely big. All tires are on sale. Big brands like Goodyear, Michelin, Bridgestone, a new set, and you're set for travel. The big Labor Day sale. Nobody rolls out a sale like Sears.
Play Burger King's Win Your Way college football game. With a new game every week, you could win $1 million, a Toyota RAV4, a trip to a bowl game, or the best tasting prize of all, a delicious Whopper. Burger King, when you have it your way, it just tastes better.
What's so great about nasal crom? Look at me. I'm not sneezing, but I'm not drowsy. I'm not stuffy, but I'm not jittery. I've never been not miserable in allergy season before. Nasal crom's incredible. Unlike these, it can't make you drowsy. And unlike these, there's no possibility of drug interactions. It's the only allergy medicine that goes right to the source and flat out prevents allergy symptoms. Nasal crom. The best way to stop suffering is never to start.
You've probably seen them, parents on the sidelines yelling and screaming at the players on the field. Now more of those self-crowned coaches are getting violent in the stands. Our Phil Schumann explores a new way for moms and dads to keep their cool.
Frustration.
Hey, what's with you?
Wild outbursts. Sometimes even all-out brawling. Parents across the country are losing control, rooting for their kids.